this 100 crores to be spent over the next 5 years or 5 years from when we started. Roughly of the 100 crores, we have either spent or committed 35 crores already. Most of which is actually behind the hygiene curriculum. So which is something that we've developed for school children to learn on a comprehensive basis over a 3-year time frame, where hygiene is not just a message that's given to them once and forgotten, but it's inculcated in their behavior. It's something that basically goes to more than 10,000 schools already, and our ambition is to take this to 25,000 schools. One significant achievement, I think, collectively that all the partners have had has been this curriculum. I think we're very proud of the fact that firstly, we saw this as something that needs to be almost like a change in the civic behavior consciousness of children for the future. We then basically developed this in 5 languages, so it's a 45 module 15 lessons a year for 3 years for all children between the ages of 7 and 11. We followed up with an e-curriculum as well, so this is not dependent just on textbooks and physical materials, but it actually is available on the internet for whoever wants to use it. We have had the fortune of many governments already picking this up, so we have Rajasthan, we have Maharashtra, we have actually the Pune Municipal Corporation that has basically adopted this as part of the Smart City program as well. And we've also earmarked about 15 crores out of the 35 crore that I mentioned for toilet creation with the Swadesh Foundation, most of which is in the Raigad district in Maharashtra, but also in Bihar with our Dainik Jagran partnership on the open defecation free villages, 200 villages there, Uttar Pradesh, Telangana and Tamil Nadu. In Varanasi, we had one on the ghats. We choose the highest technology, providers like Duo Technologies, where there is basically an e-toilet that cleans itself, that measures adoption, usage, etc. And I think the next big thing that we're doing is really open defecation free villages, right? So we have partnerships in 200 villages in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, where we're basically making sure that we work with the communities through all stakeholders.
So we're happy to say that since 2013, we have built about 11,000 toilets, and in last year itself we have done 3,400, and a total of 6.5 crores has been spent on toilets construction. And this year we are planning to build about 8,000 toilets, and the demand generation and awareness creation among communities has already begun. We have pledged 30 crores, and we're on the way of spending all of that in the next 5 years as we pledged. And so far we have done 6.5 crores. We work in 6 blocks of Raigad, and 6 blocks of Raigad has about 1.25 lakh households and 4.7 lakh population. Now, if you look at overall, there are about 2,000 hamlets and villages. We work in all villages and all hamlets. For us, it's about 100% open defecation free villages is our aim.
आमच्या घरी टॉयलेट नव्हतं पहिला. आता 2 महिन्यापासून आमच्या घरी टॉयलेट झालेलं आहे, तेव्हा आम्ही 2 महिन्यापासून टॉयलेटमध्ये जातो.
आम्हाला स्वदेश फाउंडेशन मार्फत शौचालय जे बांधून मिळणार आहे याची लांबी आणि रुंदी किती बाय किती असणार आहे?
4 बाय 3 आहे, उंची 7 फूट.
What we have is a field team on ground who are assigned to each of villages or cluster of villages. Now the primary duty of this Gram executive or social worker is to first go and talk to the Gram Panchayat, president and sarpanch, right? Asking about what's been the status of sanitation around. Sanitation is not about just building toilets, it's also about usage that we focus on. Secondly, then we go to the village leaders and talk about the current situation and status. Then we get to know what is, how many households have toilet, how many households doesn't have toilet, and what are the reasons why they didn't have toilets so far. So around this, then we plan a awareness program. What we do is we identify a date in consultation with the village leaders and call everybody together and explain to them about the total sanitation program of Swadesh and their contribution and our contribution and what's been the benefit. Now in terms of benefits, the government has done quite a lot of publicity and hence people do know about toilets and its importance. So to that extent it's become, it's become easy for us. From there then we tell them their role, our role, and what is the kind of contribution they need to do. And then we then start assigning a small group with the responsibility of creating demand and generating a list. Then we take the list and we then assign a vendor to build toilets.
तर पहिले काही लोकांना तेवढे हे नव्हते, उघड्यावर लोक जायचे. ते उघड्यावर न जाता मी त्यांच्या घरोघरी गेले, प्रत्येकाला समजावून सांगितलं की टॉयलेट तुम्ही बांधला पाहिजे, रोगराई होणार. त्याच्यामुळे मग आमच्या गावाने आम्ही सर्वांनी मीटिंग घेऊन बसले, महिला पुरुष, आणि प्रत्येकाने सांगितलं आम्ही समजावून की टॉयलेट तुम्ही बांधा.
स्वदेशपासून संदेश बांधला गेला. आम्हाला रात्री जनावरांना जाया व्हायचा, त्याच्यामुळं आम्हाला फायदा झाला. कमी पैशात पण झाला, आम्हाला लय फायदा झाला.
Well, when you look at challenges, there are 2 to 3 challenges which are very important ones. Women per se want toilet at their home because they know the perils of going out. They have to control their bowels to relieve it in the morning or in late evenings, right? Now they are the first immediate customers who say, look, we need one. But being patriarchal in nature, they'll have to take consent of men. So there is always that tussle there. But ultimately, every household would want to have a toilet, and then women win out there. They're pretty confident about their conscious. I mean, they're basically very conscious about their social status, that they have a toilet at home. They're very proud about it, and a functional one, and that's the kind of thing that we've been getting.
Bharti has been involved with rural education programs across several states in India, including Madhya Pradesh and Jharkhand. As per their commitment of funds for the Swachh India program, Bharti has started building toilets within these schools, encouraging behavior change.
Our entire work is rural based. We don't work as of now in urban area or in cities. A commitment was made by the Bharti group that through Bharti Foundation we will ensure that in all the villages of Ludhiana, which is now 1,000 plus, we will provide a toilet to every household which does not have one.
लोगों ने उस आप तो बहुत बड़ी सहूलत बनी है कि लोगों ने ਜਿਸ ਦਿਨ ਤੋਂ ਜਿਸ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਟੋਇਲਟ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਆ ਆਪਣੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਜਾਣਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬੰਦ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਅਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਫਾਈ ਰੱਖਣ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੂਝ ਬੁਝਾਈ ਕਿ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਫਾਈ ਅਤੇ ਟੋਇਲਟਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਫਾਈ ਰੱਖਣ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਪੂਰਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਖਿਆਲ ਰੱਖਿਆ।
ਦਿੱਕਤ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਸੀ, ਜੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਸੀ ਅਗਲਾ ਜੀ ਗਾਲਾਂ ਕੱਢਦਾ ਸੀ, ਕਦੇ ਰਾਤ ਰੂਤ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਸੀ, ਫਿਰ ਦੇਖ ਲਾ ਜੀ ਸੱਪ ਲੂੰਡਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਡਰ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਸੀ, ਮੱਛਰ ਮੱਖੀਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਬਿਮਾਰੀਆਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਲੱਗਦੀਆਂ ਸੀ, ਜਵਾਕ ਬੱਚੇ ਬਿਮਾਰ ਰਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਸੀ ਜੀ।
Now in less than 2 years, we have already delivered over 15,000 toilets to beneficiaries. We've covered close to 700 villages already. Work is in progress in all the others, and hopefully in the next few months, the entire district of Ludhiana will be able to proudly say that every village, every house has a toilet. I don't think any undertaking is without challenges. I think challenges are a part of life, and we in Bharti Foundation are used to challenges. Whether it was setting up a school, our own school, getting the community to believe in it, parents who understand the importance of education, whether it was working with government schools, trying to change the mindset of teachers, community, the functionaries, there was always challenges that we had to overcome. This kind of money that we are spending, if this is the quality of toilet that we can provide, this is a change that we can create in a village, in a community, it's doable. Then they should start putting demands on the system. There is a need to get even government work properly corporatized. Why should government be only known for shoddy work? So if corporates can bring in best practices and systems and issues of governance around how they do work, I'm sure that we can bring about holistic improvement all over.